Joey, kind of as you look back on this season, what's kind of your biggest lesson that you've taken away from what you've been able to do this year?
Me personally or the team?
Both.
Personally, it's good to know that I still have it and that I can play, I can perform well, and it can come out pretty easy and I can have fun, which is really uh, a gift. And For the team, just continue to improve collectively. Excuse me. It's been impressive seeing some of the young players get better. I'm excited about the future. But I'm not sure how many wins we're going to finish off at, but it's really hard to make the playoffs with 80 to 85 wins. So we're going to have to play better next year. And the long winning streak by the Cardinals notwithstanding, we still have to be closer to 90 wins to expect to make the playoffs. So we've got to play better next year, and I'm hopeful that we will.
Did you have doubt in your mind before the season that whether you still had it? I mean, you sounded like you were surprised a little bit, but But at other times, you said you're not surprised that you can do this.
No, I wasn't after September of last year. Of course, you don't know for sure over 6 months. I had moments where I had moments of doubt, but I was pretty confident after how I performed in September of last year. It was just more of like, will I be able to handle the test of 6 months with this style? And it turns out, yeah, I actually think I'm going to play better next year, to be honest with you. I felt like I refined some of the changes and it's come out easier, and I've got high expectations for next year. So, yeah.
You've talked in the past about it taking you a little time to get in to your best self and kind of into a season, and that fine tuning of the Ferrari that you don't take out of the garage, I believe, was one of the analogies. Do you feel like this new style allows you to maybe take the Ferrari out quicker, or do something, and not have that kind of slow start?
Yeah, again, I didn't even have much of a spring training this year, and I think with a full spring training, I'll come out much better. I do think so. Yeah.
Is there, with 2 years left in your contract, does the urgency of wanting to win championships and get to the playoffs with this team increase even more over these next 2 seasons?
Yeah, it's interesting. This is the first year where I was legitimately sad when we were eliminated. Don't get me wrong. Last year in the playoffs, of course, I was disappointed, and in years past, getting eliminated was disappointing. But for some reason, because I'm seeing the end. You have only so many opportunities. I think also I really enjoyed playing with these guys. I'm enjoying where I fit in. I didn't, when you get eliminated, you're realizing there's an end to time together. Of course, we're going to play again next year, but this year there's a sadness because you have to transition to your own cities and families and friends, which is wonderful, but there's a bond you build with your teammates that's really difficult to replicate. And if you're doing it with a team that's winning, it's even more difficult to replicate because you're expecting more, and you're supporting one another, and you're watching your teammates succeed, and that it's possibly going to breed more time together. And I felt genuine sadness. Like I felt really down, and yeah, it's a bummer. I'm hoping at some point, some season, that I get to play till the very end and get to share it with a group of guys that I really enjoy. So it'll be less sadness and more joy at the end.
For you personally, were there any areas where you exceeded your expectations coming into the year of your own game?
I didn't think I would get on base as much as I did. I thought the walks would not disappear per se, but I thought that they would be reduced, and they have. But it's really cool that I'm pretty close to my career rate, and I'm able to tap into more aggressive swings and make more mistakes at the plate, but still get on base. The thing I'd like to improve on for next year is hitting against left-handed pitching. It's very mediocre against them this year. I will say, without making excuses, I really do feel like a strong spring training makes a difference when it comes to that in terms of preparation. When I more or less, rolled out of my house in Arizona to opening day after COVID, I wasn't able to dedicate myself to defense and left-handed pitching, which is something I spent a great deal of time on in spring training. Now, we're 6 months past, and of course, I can't make excuses. But when you're concentrated on it, playing every single day, it's hard to dedicate a stretch of time against one specific area. I plan on spending time on that in the off season and in spring training of next year, and I expect to play better against left-handed pitching.
You talked about, you need to be a 90 win-ish team. How do you guys get to that place?
That's a tough question. That's not one for me to answer. Anything that I would say would sound not how I like to sound. But we need to play better. Watching guys like India and Tyler Stevenson develop is really intriguing. It's exciting. I mean, this is about to be their team. Watching Winker get better, Tyler Malley, of course. I'm excited about the young players on this roster, and hopefully they continue to develop and improve and really take the reins of this franchise. So I don't know how we get there, but I sure think that young talent is going to be an important part of that.